I feel like Tom York is like sort of an experimental music like messiah
Right.
of sorts. Like he's just this character that he's like, in my opinion, the epitome of like a true artist. I know that sounds really, I don't know, but just like he just exudes artistry.
Yes. It's like everything he does. Like
Da Vinci.
Yeah.
He's like a musical Da Vinci.
He is.
Tom York, we love you.
It is time.
Galaxy Jams Reacts. We're going to be checking out this one from Radiohead. If You Say the Word. It's a bonus track, an old song that they had done. They never released. That was supposed to be on Kid A and Amnesiac when they were supposed to be one album. So when they went out and released that album in September, I didn't even know about it. I'm a huge Radiohead fan.
Yeah, they always have surprises for us.
Right. This one's called, they kind of bundled it together. Instead of calling it Kid A or Amnesiac, they call it Kid Amnesia.
Kid Amnesia.
Yeah. So that's what it's called. You can get it.
That's dope.
This is a song, If You Say the Word. Check it out.
And they have a video to it also, which is interesting to do for an older song. Very haunting so far.
I'm pretty sure he's going to sing right there, but I kind of wanted to talk about the music. One thing I love about them is how they have really kind of like maybe 4 sounds there, 5 sounds at the most, but they sound so.
You mean like their sounds that they achieve?
Yeah, the songs they achieve, the layers of sound right in the beginning of that song. It's like they have drums, they have like guitar.
Oh, how many sounds are in the?
Yeah,
track?
it's like 4 or 5, but it sounds way fuller than that.
The drums have a complexity to it with the toms that's very orchestral. Mm-hmm. And it's like filling up like the whole space in your headphone, like that, just that backing drums.
Right.
And it almost like it becomes an atmosphere more than even a drum part.
And then that
at the beginning,
weird guitar effect he has in there almost sounds like some kind of crumbling tape.
Yeah.
Kind of like
yeah, it's like a trem with a phase with maybe like a chorus somewhere in there. I mean, Johnny Greenwood is one of my favorite guitarists, like just from the way he beats up the instrument in all these different weird ways. Like you see him playing guitar like it's not even a guitar, like it's his own style. And it's really cool.
I always picture him spending just hours coming up with sounds.
Yeah. There's and I feel like there's so much B-roll for Radiohead, which is like what we're listening to now too. That like they just never released because there's so much of it. It's kind of like earlier I mentioned the Beatles. They've just got all this stuff that they're still sitting on. It's amazing. So let's continue. I'm guessing it's remastered too and everything,
If you're stuck in rainbow, shattering glass, when you miss the moment, watching it pass. If you say the word, if you say the word.
Can we pause it for a second? Just to talk about these amazing vocals.
Yeah. Just haunting.
It's super haunting.
And I love the video. It really looks like a super high budget and well scripted video. Definitely enjoying that they decided to put a big budget into a song that they have already had released for many years.
The song has a soundtrack quality to it. Like it would be on a soundtrack. Like I was thinking like, well, and Radiohead actually had the chance of doing a James Bond theme once.
It's called Spectre.
It was called
very
Spectre.
good.
Yeah, and I liked it, but it ended up not being on the movie.
Yeah.
But it was a great single. But this reminds me of like that, where it's like a depressed version of James Bond or Batman or something.
Right.
Like you're going into the dark of the movie, and it's a soundtrack.
It's like
quality,
Bruce
yeah.
Wayne is standing in that alleyway next to the movie theater when it's raining, looking at his parents.
Yeah, I feel like it could be like on the trailer of the new Robert Pattinson Batman movie. So
Well, you know that Johnny Greenwood actually did composing for a movie, a very famous movie.
There Will Be Blood, right?
There Will Be Blood, yeah.
Yeah.
Great movie. And have you seen that, Mike?
Yeah, I'm actually want to watch it again. That's all I could think of.
So-
If I have my straw in your milkshake,
Your milkshake.
something like that.
I think that there's something to be said about Johnny Greenwood, Tom York, and how they're not just rockers, they're composers.
Yeah.
So
If you say the word, if you say the word, when you spend your life wishing a twinkling star, when you forget how lucky you
Epic.
There's that Radiohead thing that I love he does where he takes that note and he goes down like a half step and it just makes his haunting vocals sound even more haunting. It kind of almost gives it a space flare just by doing that.
Yeah, and I like how on his vocals, it doesn't even sound like words. It just sounds like dripping noise, you know? And then I love how it just now it exploded into many other voices. And I just love the way that he does that.
it is hard to understand the words with Radiohead, and then when you get to know the words, or like if you like look them up and kind of study them, the song kind of like opens up.
Oh, yeah.
like a present, and that's kind of what we listened to Alt J last time.
Yeah.
And bands like that, like I feel like you don't the lyrics don't hit you as like a story when you first listen to it. You don't know what they're singing. And then it just opens up like origami or something, you know.
Yeah, and usually, like you said, when you get to know the lyrics, they're always usually pretty compelling.
Yes.
when you change your friends' life, changing your clothes.
Those drums filling up all that space.
If you say the word, 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 and
Oh yeah.
That's just got that great Radiohead sound.
I love it how it had that like theremin kind of sound that was like the higher pitch thing. It's harmonizing with his voice. It wasn't doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It was like they're very thoughtful with having stuff like that in their music. So
Definitely.
Radiohead is just this constant unfolding thing. You can always find new secrets every time you listen to them, and I think that's why they're so loved all throughout the world.
The one thing about Radiohead that has always surprised me is like I've been listening to them, ever since their first album, Pablo Honey, came out, and they've changed every album. It's just like insane, and a lot of times we kind of talked about it on a previous stream, but a lot of times the difference was so jarring. Sometimes they put out an album like Kid A or something like that, and I would just be like, I don't know if I like this at all.
yeah, and then it grows on you.
And then you just keep listening to it, and then you're just like, wait a minute, I got it.
right. It takes time though, and
Yeah.
I love bands like that. Yeah, we did talk about this last time. Bands that you either stay the course for your sound, or you like experiment with your sound, and Radiohead experiments with it. And I feel like Tom York is like sort of an experimental music like messiah of sorts. Like he's just this character that he's like, in my opinion, the epitome of like a true artist. I know that sounds really, great. I don't know, but just like he just exudes artistry.
Yes. It's like everything he does. Like
Da Vinci.
Yeah.
He's like a musical Da Vinci.
He is.
Tom York, we love you. Hey guys, you've been watching Galaxy Reacts. Now you can watch us jam. Just give us 30 seconds. Hit it, EJ.